Hi, Teddy Atlas, and welcome to the Royal London Theatre here in London, England, for our main event of the evening. 12 rounds of heavyweights between these two great warriors.
Okay, let's have a good clean fight. Touch him up and let's go.
When you get a fight like this that everybody's been talking about, it's always so interesting to see these opening moments here in round number one.
When we get matchups like this, guys that just won't quit, they'll be there every step of the way like Gaddy Ward. Sometimes there comes a point where one fighter thinks he's got himself an advantage. He's done something great. But then the other fighter doesn't go away. How does that play out in the minds of each fighter?
Usually it doesn't affect the kind of guys you just mentioned, Gaddy and Ward. They're made how to cement these guys. They're already set in their ways. They know what they have to do. They're not going to get thrown off just because somebody's still there.
Good job with another left hand. Nice combination, throwing more than one. Both scored there. Blocks that punch. Sharp three punches landing by Dynamite. Good looking counter punch. Comes right back with some offense of his own. Blocked by Dynamite. He tried to nab him up top, but was unable to connect. He gives as well as he takes. You saw it on that exchange. 10 seconds remaining in this round. So it's the end of the round. And as both men head back to their respective corners, Teddy, it brings up a good point that's many times not talked enough, but the culture of a corner and how guys conduct themselves. What was always your philosophy in organizing and running a corner?
Well, first of all, only one guy could be in charge. That's the trainer. You can't have too many cooks in the kitchen. It has to be organized like anything else. And you have to have calm people. You only have 1 minute. Maybe by the time the fighter gets back, maybe it's 50 seconds. So you have to be efficient. You can't have guys that are excited. They have to be able to control their emotions just like the fighter does on the outside. And everyone has to know what their job is.
Blocks that punch.
Would you rather have a fighter who's feared or a fighter who's fearless?
I feel like I'm talking to Sonny from the Bronx Tale, but I think that I would rather have a guy that has fear, because he's going to be smart all the time. He's going to be a guy that's going to be aware of things that you need to be aware of. If he's so-called fearless, he's going to walk into all kinds of things that are not going to allow him to be a fighter.
Halfway through round number 2. Targeting that head with the combination punching. A stinging counter punch after some fine defense by Dynamite. Well-placed counter by Dynamite. Once again to the head. You always say punchers are born, Teddy, but what about a guy's ability to withstand big punches? What about a guy's chin?
You know, that's an interesting point. Part of it is physical, and you know what it is? It's the neck. That's the shock absorber, but most of it's mental. You have to want to take the punches. You have to will yourself through the punches. This guy has some will.
Well-placed counter punch by Dynamite. Coming to the end of this round. Joe and Teddy with you ringside. Teddy, a round like that where it's a lot of busy activity and both guys being busy. When you were a trainer, are those the kind of rounds that you prefer, or do you like the pace to be a little slower? Does it depend on each guy?
No, if I have a fight, I'd rather have a guy fighting a guy that you never see him. Leave me the heck alone. And where I'm in control all the time. But the fans love to see a fight like that.
Targeting that 1-2. Dynamite's doing a good job of putting his punches together. His opponent's got to be wondering, how do I stop this?
Well, right now, you made a good point there, because right now his opponent is wondering too much. You know, he's just busy blocking the punches, wondering about the combinations he's not getting off.
Comes right back at him with a left hand. Good counter punch. Coming to the halfway point of this third round. Nice block by Dynamite. Way to block there. Really a lot of consistency from him with the right hand. Last 10 seconds. Come to the end of the round. Always interesting to see how things will play out in our fights. Teddy, it's always great anticipation when we come sit ringside and the build-up of what's going to happen.
Yeah, it is. And it's always great having a little electricity in the crowd. You know, it helps. I know it helps me with the broadcast to know that you have these passionate fans that are around.
Tucks those elbows in, blocks the body shot. Well-placed counter by Dynamite. This is really good work here, kind of like a boxing 101, and it's paying off. He's popping off that jab. He's staying at a safe, longer range here, and he's controlling this fight.
Yeah, he's controlling real estate. Matter of fact, he looks like a real estate broker to me. He's charging a lot of money for ground right there. Every inch, every foot that his opponent tries to come in, he doesn't charge him $10, $20, $30. He charges them 3, 4, 5 punches.
What a hook to the head by Dynamite. Halfway through round number 4. Scores with the combo to the head.
Jab, jab, use the jab. 1, 2, 1, 2.
Very clever move there. A little defense turns to offense. The counter punch by Dynamite. Dynamite's putting together punch stats tonight that fall right in line with what his strategy is. Outside fighter, throwing lots of jabs, landing lots of jabs.
Well, what it is the jab is the table setter. And the jab tonight has set up the table where he's been able to eat whenever he's wanted.
Keep working the jab.
Oh, and he's got something for him himself, and it's a left hand. Good counter punch. Teddy, I know he's up on the scorecards here. He's got to be up on the scorecards, but he is getting really pushed here.
Yeah, he is. You know, this is a development fight. This is a fight where you come out of it and you get better. That doesn't happen all the time. Sometimes you just get another W. He is learning.
Another round, will it go in another one-way direction? It's been a one-sided fight so far tonight. Teddy, what would you recommend based on what we're seeing here tonight?
Well, 2 aspirin and then go. Oh, no, actually, I would say a little counterpunching would be just what the doctor ordered.
That's a better prescription for him. Excellent counterpunch by Dynamite. Dynamite's doing well, sticking to a game plan on the outside. Teddy's having a field day. He's peppering him with shots from the outside.
Well, when did we all of a sudden show up at a bull ring? Because I'm watching a matador right now control that bull and not letting that bull get near where he can gore him.
There's no need to be on the inside. Double up the punch.
A snapping combination by Dynamite. Comes right back at him with a left hand. A barrage of punches that time. Good combination.
Yeah, that's what you want. You don't want one at a time. You want 3 or 4.
Wow, just sit back and enjoy this one. You can tell both guys are so determined to give everything they have here tonight.
So it's like the first time you heard Ray Charles sing God Bless America. You knew it was special. You knew you hadn't heard it before. I haven't seen anything like this before.
Finish with the hook. Keep working the body.
60 seconds to go in what has been a toe-to-toe war. Oh, what a great round. And a big right hand by Dynamite. He got hit, but he sends it right back. Able to cover up that gut. Able to dismiss his opponent's shot and then comes back with an uppercut.
Cover your head.
That is a big right hand after eating one himself. As we come to the end of the round, Joe and Teddy with you ringside. Teddy, that's one of those rounds where I wonder what were the judges looking for, because it's tough to kind of draw a line between those two fighters.
Yeah, very close, but one of those rounds where you could steal it. You did a little bit more in those last 30, 20 seconds. Maybe that's the impression the judges are left with.
Lands the counter. Boy, you gotta love being his opponent, right? You come into a fight like this tonight, you're so worried about getting off your punches, landing accurate punches. Well, here it is. Not gonna move the head at all. Come and get it.
No, you just have to worry about you don't hurt your hands. You better hope that you wrap them real good, because you're banging that nugget all night long.
Let's see some more head movement.
Well, he took one right there, but then he targeted one right back. Good looking counter punch. Dynamite's got a real acquired skill here, and that is the ability to pick your shots and land them.
So you hear the saying when people say, do you know what time it is? You have to know what time it is. He knows what time it is. He knows when to throw a certain punch.
Reaching the halfway point of round number 6. Good job fighting from the outside. Good block.
Get away from those punches. Move your head.
And there's the left hand working well for him again. I don't know how they are keeping this up. They are setting such a scorching pace of action in this fight. How about that? Another right hand.
Keep your head moving.
Nothing there on the punch by Dynamite. Two good jabs by Dynamite. See, the defense pays off as he gets rid of that downstairs. A little something for his opponent after getting tagged.
Keep your head moving.
We come to the end of this round. Teddy, a round in which maybe a lot of trainers don't like to see, because it was a very busy round for both guys.
Well, it depends what kind of style, what kind of strength your fighter has, or even what kind of weaknesses. If I had a guy who likes to box who likes to counterpunch, I want a guy coming at him. Not with a lot of TNT in his gloves, but coming forward where my guy is well suited. He can pick him off a little bit.
That is a big right hand after eating one himself. They trade shots. He comes back with a right hand. What a fight. What a great, great, non-stop action fight this has been. Comes right back at him with a left hand. Targeting that head with the combination punching. And he scores again. Dynamite's well-conditioned to the realities of this harsh business of boxing. But even though we know what we've seen out of some ringside scorecards through the years, I'd be shocked if everybody doesn't have him ahead in this fight right now.
Yeah, but never be shocked in this business because you never know with these blind judges sometimes. I hate to say it that bluntly, but time and time again, you just get shocked when you hear the score at the end of the night.
Nice block by Dynamite.
Keep working the body. Don't stay in one spot. Circle.
Blocks that belt line well. There he is on the inside, doing well. Oh, and he comes in again, landing well. 10 seconds remaining in this round. We come to the end of the round. A round that I'm having a tough time trying to think about who won. I can only imagine what the judges are thinking about. Teddy, if there's one thing you look for in a round like that and say, okay, I'm going to give it to this guy over this guy, what is it?
Well, the first thing is, if I'm a judge, I take a little notepad and I make a little mark down, blue or red corner, what he did early. Because sometimes a judge has a tendency to forget what was done early and only go with what went late.
Nice block by Dynamite. Very clean offense from defense by Dynamite. There's the headshot, but he parries it away. Goes up top again. He is not in good shape. He could be on the deck in moments. He's in bad shape. He's on wobbly legs. Teddy, he's got to tie up.
If he can. See, that's up to his opponent, Joe. It's not automatic that he's going to get what he wants to tie up. If his opponent steps back a little bit, he can keep this offense going and end his night.
And coming upon the halfway mark of this 3-minute round. Showing you some defense there with the block. Dynamite's banged around by a big uppercut. This is why we love the sport, Teddy. I mean, this is just back and forth action nonstop.
Well, Joe, when special effects have happened in history, you remember where you are. Right now, I'm going to remember where I was during this fight. I'm watching a special epic right in front of me.
Glad to be here doing it, too. What a war this is. This has been a hotly contested war throughout, and you just have a sense that it's going to end at any moment in these later rounds.
Yeah, these guys are not saving anything. They're going for broke right from the beginning.
Nice block by Dynamite. Comes right back at him with a left hand. Blocks away that headshot. He's showing very good footwork. He's showing fine defensive movement here. But as for the opponent, how do you solve that?
Well, you got to make believe you're a football player. You got to make believe you're a linebacker in football. You go down the line with that running back. You don't go following him around the place. You make sure you move laterally. That's exactly what he's got to do. He's got to cut that ring down, take space away.
Now that is fighting right there, and smart fighting, landing all 4 punches. Good counter punch. Good combination landing there. Best combination in the game, jab with the straight. A minute to go in what has been 2 minutes of sensational action. Neither man coming off stride. And there's the left hand working well for him again. It's hard to believe that he can win this fight on the scorecards. That means it's do or die at this point. You got to go for broke.
Yeah, that means that you got to come up with that Hail Mary pass. Now, when you come up with that Hail Mary pass, you don't just chuck the ball. You have to have a receiver down there. You have to make sure that he's running a certain route. Right now, he's got to look for one spot, something to land that shot.
Able to dismiss his opponent's shot, and then comes back with an uppercut. And this round comes to an end. It is a round that was highly entertaining. These guys really put forth quite an effort.
Well, they both have high engines. They have motors that never stop going.
Dynamite's got to deal with a cut cheek. Very nice defensive guard there. Multiple punches coming in now. Good defense, just covering up down low. Well-placed, well-timed combo up top. Neither man slowing down as we have 60 seconds to go in this round. Dynamite shoving his opponent there. Good block by Dynamite. Good block there by Dynamite. There's a taste of the sweet science. You see the skill he has in counterpunching.
And you know what he's doing is taking his opponent's jab away.
We come to the end of the round. Joe Tessitore alongside Teddy Atlas. And looking up at these corners, you can see the cutman obviously getting to work as they do after every round. What makes a great cutman?
Well, he's got to have the right medicines, the right coagulants to stop that. Usually Avitine, thrombin, adrenaline. But the most important thing, Joe, is he has to be calm. He has to be able to identify where that cut is. Maybe there's more than one cut. So you got to be calm enough to see the whole picture, the whole landscape, clean it off, put pressure on it, get that medicine in there, keep your fighter from getting excited. And then you need a fighter who's going to get on his wheels a little bit, give the medicine a chance to work.
1-2 jabs up top. Good block there by Dynamite. Combination to the head. Good block by Dynamite. Great fight. I mean, just a great fight. Both guys giving their all back and forth.
It doesn't get much better.
Wow, look at that, trading shots. Good 1-2 by Dynamite. Keeps his hands up defensively, protecting the head. To go in a round that feels like an all-time classic. Punch for punch, they're meeting each other. Good exchange, he fires back.
Hey, no holding, no holding. Come on, punch it out.
Good block. the combination there, and it lands. That worked out really well, throwing off the right hand after getting tagged like that. I don't know, Teddy. It just feels like one of those nights, one of those fights where somebody's getting hurt, where this is not going to the judges' scorecards.
I feel like I'm in Coney Island watching one of those hot dog eating contests where somebody's going to try to eat 50 of them, 60 of them. In other words, he's not worried how he's going to feel at the end of the night.
Blocks that belt line well. Keeping his hands up, getting way of his opponent's effort. On the mark, the counter punch by Dynamite. Nice block that time. It was intended to the head. Comes right back at him with a left hand. Right back to the work up top. By Dynamite. A minute to go in what has been a memorable round. Great stuff from these two. Through what is one of the best rounds you'll ever see. Just great action.
No, it's unbelievable. I mean, if you love roller coasters, you go to an amusement park. If you want to see left hooks, right hands, every direction, great chins, great endurance, great heart, you come to this fight. You stay right here.
Send it up to the ring at the end of this fight to hear what the judges had to say. He's your winner by unanimous decision tonight.
I'm not so sure it was unanimous. I had it a little bit close. I had a split decision, but